Song-specific patches provide a simple way to accurately replicate all the sounds and parts of the original song and are designed to use in Sunday Keys, our all-in-one solution for live worship keys. All the complex programming is done for you, so your left hand can trigger textures, ambiance, and sequences, while your right hand is still free to cover the most prominent parts like pianos, leads, and pads. Intuitive song sections are pre-programmed to ensure seamless dynamic transitions. For this tutorial, we'll use the song's original key and tempo, but you can easily adjust these within the patch if needed. In this video, you'll learn how to play I Know That I Know using the song-specific patch from Sunday Sounds. We'll explore the parts, riffs, and sounds you need to play it live with confidence. Ready? Let's go. This patch has piano, pads, arps, bass, organ, all triggered in the left-hand range, which stretches from here to here. In the upper left-hand range, you'll find an arp and another pad. From this key to this key. For right hand, you'll play organ leads some of the time, electric piano leads, as well as synth leads, depending on what part of the song that you're in. So for song section 1, you'll find there's an organ and a piano from this key up to this key. And that'll be true for all the song sections. And then starting on this key, there's an electric piano for song section 1. And then in song sections 2, 3, and 4, you'll find a synth lead up there in that same range. This song starts with song section 2 for your intro, then back to song section 1 for your verse, down bridge, and low chorus. Song section 2 is also for down chorus, post chorus, and medium verse. Song section 3 is for medium chorus, post chorus, big bridge, and tag. Song section 4 is for big chorus and post chorus. For your intro, you'll be playing octaves in the left hand and a synth lead in the right hand. When you listen to the recording, you'll probably hear how there's 4 bars of just drums to start before the keys join in, so it starts just right at where keys start to play. So here's how I like to do hands together. Okay, so left hand is just holding on the 1 of your key. And then right hand is playing this lead line. You will want to be really careful with your sustain pedal through this whole song because the synth lead will sustain if you hold down too long. Here, listen. So I do like to pedal, but I use it as little as possible, and you want to make sure that left hand is really playing exactly right on the beat so that all of the arps are also synced in time. Okay, one more time, hands together. For the verse, you'll use song section 1. You'll be playing octaves in the left hand. In the right hand, you'll be playing an organ lead. Now for this organ lead, it actually does not sustain with the sustain pedal. So you'll hear that. Look, I'll put the sustain pedal down and then I'll play it. So there's part of the sound that is sustaining, but there's another part that's really short because there's actually two organs layered in. So one of them is sustaining, the other one is not. Okay, so let me go ahead and play Hands Together. Each time that this riff plays, you actually don't play anything on the first beat and it comes in on beat 2, which is a weak beat. So it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it keeps that feel. Okay, now you'll also notice that the notes have been a bit reversed. So here you have a lower note, and here you have a higher note. And that was actually done on purpose so that you would be able to play this part and we could hear all the other sounds that go in the patch. So it is a little bit different than how you would expect, but that is how it is. Okay, and then that last time through the progression, it changes. Okay, so here's both hands together one more time. Now, if you didn't want to do that kind of syncopated part, you could also just hold chords. So that's another option. Okay, so then for our medium verse, we will use song section 2 and to play it the exact same way. There's just more sounds that have now come in. Now the only thing that is different additionally is at the very start of the verse, it holds on the 1. And for that, I like to hold the upper left hand note. For the down chorus, you'll use song section 2. You'll just play low octave single notes, and then right hand will play a bit of a lead, sometimes it's single notes, and then other times it's more of a melody. So here's how I like to play this first chorus. Alright, so now I'll go ahead and just play right hand. Okay, so as you're playing this, you'll want to just make sure that you are lining up with how the vocalist is singing the song, because a lot of these notes do match with the vocal melody. So you'll want to be careful of that, or if that is too tricky, then you can just kind of simplify and not play along with the same notes that they're singing. I also wanted to mention that in these chorus parts, there is quite a bit of organ playing leads as well as synth. So I've kind of combined the two parts to create a part where you kind of have the organ and the synth in there and you can hear them both. So anyways, you can figure out how you like to play it and what kind of works for you. All right, one more time, hands together. All right, now for our medium chorus. I'm still going to play low octave single notes, and right hand will be very similar, but I add in a little bit of extra notes. What you'll notice with this is for most of the sections, I am going to be playing low octave single notes for the chorus, and then for the post chorus that you'll learn a little bit later, then it's going to be octaves. So it'll bring in some additional parts there. And then for the very final chorus of the song, then it is octaves as well. Okay, so now for this medium chorus, here's how I like to do it. So there's just a few additional notes. Okay, so now towards the end of the song, you're going to have a low chorus, and for that I like to just play the one of my key for song section 1. Here's what that sounds like. And then towards the very end of that, that's just going to be about half of the chorus, and then it's going to come in with the huge chorus from there. So at the very end of that is when I like to either move the mod wheel up or move to song section 4 so that all the parts kind of come in, and then I play the same parts as I did before in the last chorus. So here's how this would sound. For the down post chorus, you'll use song section 2. And for this, you'll be playing with octaves in the left hand, and right hand will be playing this lead line. And then you'll actually be able to play some organ chords right alongside of it. So let me show you first, hands together. Okay, so like I mentioned before, there is an organ layer that does sustain, but there's also a lead organ that doesn't. So what you can actually do is play the synth lead with right hand, hold the sustain pedal down so it'll sustain the synth lead, and then you can play the organ chords kind of underneath inside of it. So here's how that sounds again. Okay, so those organ chords are just, and then that synth lead was like this. All right, then for your medium post chorus, you will play it the exact same way. Normally I don't play the organ chords a second time there to just kind of get ready for the bridge. So you'll really play it the same way, but you'll use song section 3. Then there's a final post-chorus at the very end of the song after the chorus. And the first time through, I'll play it the exact same way as I played the other ones. And then the last two just stay on the one of your key in the left hand. And so let me go ahead and play all 3 so you can hear how I like to do it. So I kind of like starting that riff first on the 1, like I have been the whole rest of the song, and then the second time starting on the 3, just to mix it up. For the bridge, you'll start with song section 1 for the down bridge. You'll be playing high octave single notes, and then you'll be playing this electric piano lead in the right hand. So let me show you what it sounds like with hands together. Okay, so right hand is just repeating the same line. and then left hand is marking the changes. The first time for left hand, I like to just stay on the 1. It does like a 1-1 sus. I like to just stay on the 1. And then the second time through the progression there, I like to move to the 4 and kind of add that in a little bit. Okay, so then for the medium bridge here, or the big bridge, I guess, you'll move up to song section 3, and then now we're gonna play octaves, and there's arps happening there, so now it's gonna free me up to play the synth lead in the right hand. Here's how I like to play this second bridge. All right, so then here's this right hand lead. And you'll notice that left hand does a little bit of a push instead of playing all of it evenly, except for that final one. So it's and then you'll see that there is a tag at the end of that second bridge, and I just play that the same as the final line. Head to the link in the description to get this song-specific patch to use inside the Sunday Keys app. All the Keys audio you've heard in this video was captured straight from the app with no post-processing applied. The app is available for both iPad and Mac. This patch may also be available in other formats. If you'd like to discover more about Sunday Keys, there's a link in the description to learn all about it.